Namaste, welcome back to Stithapragna channel, and you are watching AWS Cloud Quest Cloud Practitioner series. We have so far finished 7 episodes or 7 assignments or 7 quests, whatever you want to call it. And this is a video game where we get to learn AWS skills in different roles. We already know that. So today we are going to do Quest 8 or Assignment 8, which is going to be about core security concepts. So we are going to help improve security at the City Stock Exchange by ensuring that support engineers can perform only authorized action. So let's get into that. Let's go get that quest. Before going, looks like we have a pet right here. So let's click on that. Which AWS service provides object storage and is built to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the internet? Obviously that has to be S3. Okay, we need to do one more quiz so that we can make Bubbles our friend. Okay, we can either go using our hoverboard, or I will take a shortcut by clicking on this device, and I'm going to do this one. We do have 2 more assignments at quests open, but I'm going to do core security concepts today. So let's rotate. You can do that by holding right mouse button. Okay, looks like okay, here we go, and let's pick the quest from her. Let's click on her. Hello and welcome to the City Stock Exchange. Thanks for answering our call. Sure, if I do this quest, will you give me some inside tips on what to invest in? No problem. How can I help you? We recently decided to create a support engineering team. As this team grows, we want to be able to manage users efficiently, providing all support engineers the same set of permissions. Can AWS help with this? Of course it can. Yes. AWS has a service called AWS Identity and Access Management, or IAM for short. You can use IAM to create policies that manage AWS users and groups, and you can use permissions to allow and deny access to AWS resources. Using IAM, you can manage your security requirements at scale. So, with policies, do I need to learn every type of permission for all AWS services? I just want my support engineers to have read-only access to Amazon EC2 and Amazon RDS. No, you don't. IAM delivers pre-built AWS managed policies to help you get started quickly. 2 pre-built policies provide read-only access to Amazon EC2 and Amazon RDS. Great. And if I don't want to use those predefined policies, can I create my own? Of course, yes. You can create your own custom policy and apply it to your resources. AWS also has tools that can help you create policy files. Wow, sounds like there are a lot of options. How about the actual creation of a user? I would like my support engineers to have access to the AWS Management Console and to developer tools. I also want to assign users to the support engineering team right away. When you create users, you can assign them permissions to access resources through the AWS Management Console or AWS CLI or developer tools. You can also place users in groups and assign permissions. Thanks, this sounds promising. Can you show us how to get started by creating users and user group for our support engineering team? Sure. Before accepting, let's check the rewards and objectives. And we have 5 gems more than the usual. Usually till now we got only 50 gems, and the customization options +3. We are going to get RDS 10 +10 experience, IAM +10 and EC2 +10. And the learning objectives that we are going to get from this particular quest is, we will learn how to create an IAM group. We will learn how to attach and manage the EC2 read-only access policy to IAM group, and we will also learn how to create and attach a user to the group. So let's go ahead and accept this. Thanks so much. Our security team will sleep well knowing that permissions are locked down. Okay, here we are. This is the architecture diagram, and as usual, each topic is going to show the corresponding video concept, and videos will be here. And as usual, I'm not going to play them here, but if you want to watch these videos, you know what to do. I already uploaded these videos to another playlist on our channel, which is called AWS Tutorials for Beginners. So go to the playlist. All these videos will be part of that playlist. You can watch. Not just the videos in this particular assignment, we have whatever videos throughout all the assignments are already uploaded to the AWS Tutorials for Beginners. So go ahead and watch them at your own pace. Or as you already know, Cloud Practitioner, AWS Quest Cloud Practitioner is free for everyone. So you can just create an account, start doing these assignments, start doing these activities, and watch the videos. Okay, that being said, let's look at the diagram steps. Step 1. This solution uses AWS Identity and Access Management to create a support engineers group with limited permissions. First, an IAM user group is created. A read-only access policy for Amazon EC2 instances and Amazon RDS DB instances is attached to the support engineers group. IAM users are created and added to the support engineers group. All users that belong to the support engineers group will inherit the permissions of the policy that is attached to the group. Okay, so those are the simple steps that we are going to do. Let's click on plan. And the practice lab goals is to create an IAM group and users and then attach the AWS managed policy to a group of users. And the DIY will be granting the support engineers group read-only access to Amazon RDS. I think this will be a quick one today. Let's hit start lab. And let's click next. So we need to go to IAM. You can use AWS IAM to manage secure access to AWS services and resources. IAM is a feature of your AWS account, offered at no additional cost. This is one of the certificate question where they will ask which service is free all the time. You are charged only for the use of other AWS services by your users. And then they want us to create the group. They're just telling us what to do. A collection of users will often need a similar set of permissions. An IAM group can be used to define permissions for multiple users. When IAM users are added to a group, they inherit all the permissions attached to the group. And then create a group called support engineers. Let's copy that. A user group can contain many users, and a user can belong to multiple user groups. Remember this? A group can contain many users, and a user can belong to multiple user groups. User groups cannot be nested. They can contain only users, not other user groups. There is no default user group that automatically includes all users in the AWS account. If you want a user group like that, you must create it and assign each new user to it. So just name that, scroll down, and then next step is we have to add the policies that we want. And we are going to use the policies that are already created by AWS, which are called managed policies. If you create your own, then they are called custom policies or user defined policies. But here we are talking about managed policies, which means AWS already have created some policies here. One of them is Amazon EC2 read-only policy access policy, which gives read-only access to EC2. So they are asking us to search for that and then select that. A policy is an object in AWS that, when associated with an identity or resource, defines their permissions. AWS evaluates policies every time an IAM principal makes a request. When they say IAM principal, it is just a user or role that makes a request. Okay, let's click on open. Let's come back. Okay, let's Select that, then click on create group. Then once we attach the policy to the group, we need to add users to the group, which is what this step does. An AWS identity and access management user is an entity that you create in AWS to represent the person or application that uses it to interact with AWS. A user in AWS consists of a name and credentials. An AWS IAM user with administrator permissions is not the same thing as the AWS account root user. There is difference between that. Another thing is here we are adding users, but I assume this lab might have already created users. If not, you have to create the users. Okay, we are creating the user, and they want us to create the user. Support engineer 1, provide user access to the console, then create a custom. Okay, let's go and create the group. I think I will forget otherwise. They want us to go to IAM, then groups, create a group, name the group, and then they want us to give, if I remember it correctly, EC2 read only. Okay, that is the policy. You can open the policy and look at it. Here it will give you read only policy to different EC2 permissions or actions, you can call them. Select that, create group. Actually select this. I need to add users, and looks like we don't have any users, so maybe we need to go back to users, create user, and they want us to give username. So let's go back here. First step is to support engineer 1. We need to give that name. Then the custom password, they want us to give that. So let's select this. They said provide user custom password. Go back, select that, and they want us to uncheck this one. Password enter. Users must create a new password. No, we don't want that. Then click next. Let's go back here and let's look at the concept here. Disabling the AWS management console access password for a user prevents them from signing into the console by using their username and password. It does not change their permissions or prevent them from accessing the console by using an assumed role. Okay, so which we didn't want to do it, that's why we selected that. Then they want us to select add user to group, and then we'll select the group, then we'll click next. A user can belong to more than one group. In the event that groups have conflicting policies, AWS has a policy evaluation logic. Then once we go, they want us to create a tag which is called job title, and then they want us to give the value as support engineer. Users can have tags associated with them which can help you manage a large amount of users in the future. So if you want to search support engineer using the tag, you can do that. Then we have, I think that's just the retrieving password reviewing. So let's go back. Before I forget, let's select this, click next, add a tag, and they want us to give job title, and it is support engineer if I'm not wrong. Okay, use that, create user. Okay, so that is showing that copy this because we are going to log in as this particular user to check if whatever process we did is successful or not. For extra security, you can enable multi-factor authentication for all users in your account. Using MFA, users have a device that generates a response to an authentication challenge. If a user's password or access keys are compromised, your account resources are still secure because of the additional authentication requirements. So once you copy that, go ahead and click in that URL. So which I will do that. Okay, here we are. I opened a new tab and I entered that link that got provided for me from this console. Since I logged into that, this got logged out. So they want me to enter that username, copy it, paste it, go back, get the password, copy it, scroll down, go there, paste it, sign in. Once I sign in, we are going to log into that account, not the lab. I mean, even though it is a lab account, we created support engineer, so into that. As an administrator, you can sign in as your newly created user to review their access level. Regularly change your own passwords and access keys, and make sure that all IAM users in your account also regularly change theirs. If you allow users to change their own passwords, create a custom password policy that requires them to create strong passwords. Remember that. After signing in, let's go to EC2. Amazon EC2 is a web service that provides resizable compute capacity in the cloud. It is designed to help streamline web scale computing for developers. And then they want us to go to Virginia, North Virginia region, and look at instances. And then they want us to check that and choose terminate. The reason they are asking us to terminate is because we only attached read-only policy, which means the support engineer one should not have permissions to terminate it, which they want to display to us that you cannot terminate it. All updates to user and group permissions are immediate. Okay, so click terminate, it is going to fail. As you can see, that failed. And then that's it. Congratulations. So let's go ahead and do whatever they are telling us to do. EC2, instances, this one, instance terminal. Okay, it is going to throw that failure again even for us. Okay, that being said, let's go back. Congratulations, you have completed the practice section. So what did we do here? We created a IAM group, then we attached a policy which is the EC2 read only. Then we created a user, then we added that user to the group, which means the user will inherit the policy from or through the group. Then we logged in as that user and tested the read-only EC2 policy is working or not, which is working because we are able to view the instances, but we are unable to terminate it because we only have read-only. Okay, that is the practice lab. Now we have to do our DI, right, which is grant the support engineers group read-only access to Amazon RDS. Okay, so previously what did we do? We created that user, and this user now has only read-only access to EC2. Now they want us to give what permission they want us to give? Access to Amazon RDS. Only read-only access to Amazon RDS. Okay, let's reload this and hope it will log back in with this user, lab user, which it didn't. Okay, let me see if I can go and open it from here. Okay, nice, it logged back me with that. Now I need to go back to again IAM. And add MFA, which it is saying it doesn't, but we need to, for the same group they asked us to support engineers group give read RDS. Okay, select that and support engineers, open it up and go to policies. We already have here, add permissions. I'm not going to create inline, add permissions. Okay, it is taking to user engineer, which we don't want. I want user groups. I think I might have done something. Select it or open this up and then permissions. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Attach policies. Then let's type RDS. Then it will list me all. Obviously we don't want to give RDS full access, we only want to give RDS read-only access. You can open this up and check to learn how creating the policies actually works and etc. When they say read-only, what all access they are giving. That's one way to learn. Click add permissions. Okay, now this support engineers group has read access to EC2 and read access to RDS. So it is immediate. Okay, they are asking us to give the IAM user group name, which is the same one, which is the support engineers. Go back, paste it here, validate. Alright, you did it. You granted the correct permissions to your user group. Now return to. Alright, so we learned how to attach policies to groups so that the users in the group can inherit those permissions. So let's click exit, which will log out of the lab. Now let's click on this. That is great. This is great. Thanks for building this solution. Now choose a reward. I think I'll go with this. Alright, fireworks, and this is our building with, I don't know if a helicopter can land on that X symbol, and we level to 25. And it's time for giving feedback to this particular quest. As always, 5 stars, and we are almost there. And this is also time for you guys to give feedback on this video. So go ahead, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, hit the like button, comment the video, so that it's kind of you guys communicating with me, telling me to release more videos in this series. Okay, that being said, thank you if you have already subscribed. Now let's go to our next activity. Our next activity, what is that? Let's go and zap some drones so that we can get cards. Let's end some cards. After we end some cards, we are going to do zap orange drone. This is a blue drone where we get cards, and we will use those cards by zapping the orange drones. Which statements about the root user in AWS account are true? The root user should not be used for everyday tasks. The root user has all permissions by default. Root user has all permissions by default. Root user should be used to create admin account. Okay, so we got an S3 card. Not that exciting. I think that is an orange one. I don't want. I think looks like here we have one blue. Let's go. The principal element is used in a resource-based JSON policy to specify the principal that is allowed or denied access to a resource. What is an example of a principal that can be specified? Okay, the principal can be user or a role or a service. Okay, we got auto scaling, which is nice. Okay, let's hit in the eye. Nah, just missed it. Which option designates the API calls to allow or deny in an IAM policy? Which option designates the API calls to allow or deny? Principal is the user, or role. Effect, I think it is effect. Action is what it want. I think it is effect. No, maybe action. I think they will ask us this question again, so let's wait for it. Which statements best describe the shared responsibility model for AWS security? AWS is responsible for security of the cloud. Yes. Customer is responsible for the security in the cloud. Underlying cloud infrastructure. Customer, no, it is not that. Is responsible for securing workloads that customers deploy. Now customers are responsible for securing workloads. Yeah, that is the answer. Okay, we got cloud formation template, which is nice. Come on, I don't have any blue ones here. Okay, that's fine. Wow, I don't know if I can make it. Let's see. Oh, why are you going through this direction? Okay, I don't think I'll make it. Can I zap somebody? Can I zap this guy? 9, 8, 7, 6. This guy is going all over the place. 3, 2, 1. He escaped. Well, give me my gun back. He escaped. I think the only way I can do it is escape to exit drone capture mode. Where is he taking me? Wow, I shot a drone that is like far away. Alright, good, thank you. Finally. AWS IAM users can belong to multiple groups, but IAM user groups cannot be nested. Yes, that is true. I got an EC2. It's okay. I don't want to shoot anything on the left side. Maybe, yeah, this side is fine. What can be used to restrict access to specific Amazon EC2 instances? One of them is this, for sure. And then subnets, private subnets. Okay, we got RDS read replica. Nice. Okay, where are you going? Hold on. I think we are out of questions on policies IAM. What is the best description? Yeah, of a region. Region is multiple isolated and physically separate availability zones. Let's do one more question. I'm just waiting for that wrong question to come back. Hey, I got an IAM user, which is nice. This looks nice. It looks like a park. When peering relationships are established between VPCs across different AWS regions, traffic always stays on the global AWS backbone and never traverses the public internet. Yes, that is true. We got an EC2. Don't I have anything close by? Oh, that's far away. Oh, we have one here. Let's do this and then let's go ahead and do one orange. A security group was configured with a role to allow HTTPS traffic to an instance. What will happen if an HTTP connection is attempted? It won't allow it. Unless there is a rule explicitly allowing HTTP, the security group, yes, because these two are on different ports. I think one is on 80 and another one is on 443. I might be wrong. A customer has two M5X large Amazon EC2 instances, each with, I think we have seen this question multiple times, and I think the answer is this one. Okay, again I received an EC2. I need an orange drone, something that is close by. Okay, here we are. Let's hope we'll get a architecture design where we have the cards, because I don't want to do networking. I think we have some network. I hope so. Let's see. We don't have security group. What a bummer. Alright, let's exit. If we don't have, we cannot do it. Let's try another one. How about that one? There's so many drones here. Okay, they're talking about user permissions, and we don't have IAM user group, and we don't have DynamoDB. Come on, that's okay. I think I will end the video here, because even if I do another one, I don't think we will have enough cards. So one way to get different type of cards is just farming these drones again and again until we get multiple cards. Alright, that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe, like and comment. And thank you very much for watching these videos and encouraging me to make more videos. I really appreciate your time. And that being said, thank you a lot. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.